Well, I guess my personal journey of knowing myself started from young, um, because I just had a lot of questions about myself. There were just things I did that I didn't understand, and also I felt like I was different from people in a lot of ways, and I was just like, why? Why am I like this? Why am I like this? Why don't I like sleepovers when everyone else does? Why don't, you know? So I always really liked tools that helped me see myself more clearly. Um, so like I think astrology was the first one I came across. Like I remember when I was a kid. I must have been like 9, 10. Me and a good family friend of mine were looking at our signs, and I thought I was a Libra because she said like Libra's in September, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm born in September, perfect. Like I'm a Libra, and then at some point, I think a few years later, I realized I was a Virgo, and I was sad. I was really sad because we were having fun, and cause us, of course, both of us being, she's a Libra, and I'm a Libra rising, I later discovered, so that part was true. But of course, we were both bonding over. I felt like bonded to her about like both of us being a Libra, and we were talking about all the nice traits of being a Libra. You know, like, oh, Libras are pretty and they like beauty and they're nice and they're friendly. So I was sad when I realized I wasn't one. But then like I accepted I was a Virgo, and then I was on the Virgo train for a while. Um, and then like as a teenager, like 16, 17, 18, I did like the Myers-Briggs personality type, figured out I was an INFJ. I was like, okay, nice, cool. I would do any like random quiz I found like online or whatever, anything that could like help me get more clarity on myself, because I guess I've always had especially in my earlier years, like I had a very just like confusing sense of self. Um, so then when I was 19 is when I discovered like there was more to astrology, and like I had a moon sign and a rising sign, and a friend I had in college like kind of like promoted it more in me, or like yeah, just like encouraged it more in me. And then like once I realized how much there was to astrology, I was like, yes, I was so excited because that's like everything to me as a Virgo, like just more stuff to know, you know, like there's more. So I just kept going in and kept going in, and like learning the different parts of myself through astrology, like my moon sign, my Mercury sign, my Venus sign, my Mars sign. It helped me so much in like accepting the different parts of myself, and especially the parts of myself that are often in conflict with each other. Because something you realize once you're down this path, or if you bother to like look into people's personalities and like people's psyches more, you realize like everyone has parts of themselves that are in conflict. Everyone has parts of themselves that are in conflict. Like we all are walking contradictions. That's what I believe. So yeah, it just helped me like find peace in, you know, being in like the very conflicting parts of myself. Like before astrology, it was so hard for me to accept that I like attention, and yeah, especially that because I'm a Virgo, but then my Venus and Mars are in Leo, and those energies don't really go together. So, and once I could accept that, like that was so liberating and also empowering, because now it's like I wasn't feeling like shame around like being liking attention, you know, from people. And that was once I could accept that and just like accept that that's me and that's what I like, then I could enjoy it, you know, and also move closer and closer to my own joy and expand joy in my life and stuff like that. So yeah. Self-awareness is like a superpower, genuinely, truly. It's so empowering. That's why I was an astrologer or a practicing astrologer. I did readings for people for a while. Like I was really just trying to get people. I wanted to expose people to the piece of self-awareness, of actually knowing yourself, because once you know yourself, people can't. You're less triggered by what other people tell you about yourself, whether good or bad. We'll talk about bad because that's an easier example. If I know like the parts of myself, like yeah, I like attention. If someone tries to come and tell me, oh, like you're just an attention whore, you're just an attention seeker, or whatever, I'm less. I've accepted that in myself, so I'm okay with them saying that. I might get a little bit hurt at the horror part. I think it's a little rude, but compared to like if I that was a part of me that I hadn't accepted at all, so that was in my shadow. You know, it was unknown to me. It's a part of me, but it's not a part of me I've claimed. Then I'd be a lot more triggered, you know, because it would trigger the shame I have around wanting attention because I haven't claimed it. I haven't like picked it up and said, okay, this is me. I see you and you're right. You're here and I get it. I get it. And if you can do that with things, even the things you don't like about yourself, like that's so powerful. That's so powerful. Yeah, that's like what I want for everyone.